Well, we're at the University Limerick Sports Campus for the second annual IRFU Age Grade Interprovincial Festival. So basically we have 4 representative teams from the clubs and we have 4 representative teams from the schools and an invitational team in the form of IQ. These guys will participate in later on the year with the Irish schools team and with the Irish clubs team, and also with the Irish under-20s eventually. And it's sort of camp style, live on campus, live like a professional essentially, and get all the support that comes with that. I think we set out to get the players out of their comfort zone in a positive way. So I think we've done that. It's very important for them to mix, and you know, they really have developed very, very positive feedback from workshops with CATHAL SHERIDAN around their mental skills, Q&A with some of the Munster Academy and senior players. So hugely positive, and they'll take out of it a lot more than just a rugby.
It's always nice to kind of get a break from the school environment because we're a rivalry all the time, and it's nice to just freshen up and make some new mates outside of the school. Yeah.
It's a snapshot of what's happening in our clubs and in our schools. We have a fantastic game played at a really good level, and it's the players and the environments where they come from is what we're really celebrating, and we're connecting then to say, right, okay, what is our pathway like and what can we do for that environment, be it this festival or be it our coach education or be it our nutritional support or other key things that we're picking up during the week, and by chatting to players as people.
First thing nearly everyone says is, what's he really good at? What's this guy really good at? Because you must be really good at something to arrive at this point. It didn't happen by accident. Someone, a club coach, a volunteer, a provincial coach, a talent coach, someone came along and said, this player has this strength which I think could put him in this environment.
Yes, when we're discussing with the player pathway with them, we're trying to emphasise that it doesn't necessarily have a start, a middle and an end. It's more like navigating a maze, that they're going to incur various challenges, be that with their training schedules or injury or potentially a loss of form at times, that they're going to have to make decisions at times, no, that this isn't the right way I've gone, I'm going to have to change, I'm going to have to try a different route. And I think all the volunteers, coaches, professional staff involved with these players just want to help them navigate this the whole time and progress to what we all dream about, is representing Ireland, putting on green jerseys.
The best performing teams in the world are the teams that are the most connected. That's across the board, that's from sport and that's in business and everything that you might possibly imagine. They're the teams that are the best connected.
It's a class place to be in. You know, if you're at this age, this is absolutely fantastic. So it's a privilege to be here, because these are the guys that hopefully, if we develop them the right way and we promote them the right way as they go along, they're going to be the guys that are going to be wearing the provincial jerseys and the international jersey over the next few years.
The attitude that we come in with, the attitude that we present to others in terms of our teammates, the attitude that we present to others in terms of our coaches, has not only an impact on how we feel ourselves. So if we go up and we are just open to having a chat with someone else, not only does it impact us, it impacts the guy beside us. It impacts then the team.
We were looking to develop a little bit of awareness, and we were looking to get the lads connected. So the awareness was both self-awareness, so self-awareness of, as we mentioned, maybe the on-pitch stuff, but self-awareness also of your own emotions, what's going on. You know, let's say things are going well for you, why, what's triggered that, what's set you off, what's put you in that position, and trying to be aware of that. Also, if you're having a bad day or things aren't going so well, either on pitch or off pitch, why, you know, what's triggered that and how are you feeling, and then having a process in place to deal with that on good or on bad.
It's very important for people to share their emotions for 2 reasons. One, I think it makes you a better player and a better person yourself, making sure you're able to check in on your teammates and just see how they're getting on, if they're feeling a bit down or if they're really buzzing because of a certain moment that happened recently. It helps with your own mental health as well, just to see how you are keeping as well, because if you check in on other people, you're going to naturally check in on yourself as well and just see how you are feeling at the moment.
We weren't asking them to, you know, reinvent the wheel or anything like that. We're just looking for them to pick one thing every day that they can add into their process. So suddenly they know if they add this in, they're taking care of themselves that little bit better. They're just keeping an eye on their mental health.
Other people have different approaches based on just the way they like to do things. Like me personally, I'd like to just sort of keep a notebook, like, and just log every day how I'm feeling, like maybe just rate it on a score of 1 to 10 and just see why I'm feeling in a certain way.
Definitely for this talk we're going to speak about nutrition periodisation, and I've been speaking to a couple of teams already this morning about it. The idea behind it is to focus on each day has its own intensity or demand. So for today, for example, it's Sunday, it's a recovery day. The players are recovering from a game yesterday. What does that require of their body? Basically to replenish some energy stores, but definitely for muscle repair. So there's a high focus on a lot of protein foods this morning. So there was extra smoked salmon available for breakfast. They should focus on maybe some extra complete sources like chicken, certain meats throughout the day, some extra eggs as well. For tomorrow and captain's run and game day, they're looking to increase or periodise their carbohydrates and start increasing them towards the game day. So you look at the day before a game, which will be Tuesday this week, and the day of the game, which will be Wednesday. They'll periodise their carbohydrates and increase that leading towards the game itself.
The rugby has actually done a lot of nutrition with them, and he'd be quite keen on cooking and would always be lecturing about healthy eating and eating for good performance at rugby.
So the festival itself provides an amazing opportunity for player development, but we're also able to utilise the live-in nature of the tournament to develop everybody involved with the team. So that's across coaches, athletic performance, management, referees as well. So we utilise the fact that all of our coaching staff are in situ for the duration of the tournament to build a lot of formal and informal education and training for them around the games.
All good? Happy?
Happy enough, yeah. The stuff that I suppose Fitzy mentioned during the week around positioning, that was at the front of my mind, kind of work into the right places. I think when I was in there, we got a lot out of it.
Post-game, we're getting the coaching teams together to provide peer feedback on how their teams have performed. That's been really positive, challenging for our coaches, but positive because they've had to analyse and provide feedback to their opposition coaches, and through that we're getting a real rounded 360 learning on how that team performed, and coaches are taking that on board to review what they're doing and change their coaching practice throughout the duration of the tournament.
CPD is always difficult to fit into a regular schedule. The opportunity of being in the same place for 10 days with a group of other coaches, with the IRFU staff, gives us multiple opportunities to engage with each other, learn things about our own coaching and hopefully develop that in some way as well.
We're very keen to put the set of values that rugby incurs in them, about integrity, about friendship, about spirit and interacting with the other squads, and that's what's so great about this Limerick Festival, is that we've so many young players here, we've volunteers here, we've coaches here, we've nutrition, we've medical, we've athletic development, all on one site, kind of just not just saying this week stands in isolation. It doesn't stand in isolation, it's part of a process that will hopefully you'll be involved in the game of rugby in one manner or another for a long time.
We've got like some world-class coaches here, so like Kevin Maggs and Joe Lyde and the people like that, so just tapping into their resources, knowing all about their like special skill moves, stuff like that, just little bits of information that like benefit the game, even though you may not realise it, but the little inches make all the difference to the big overall performance.
As the week went on, we started to bond, playing PlayStation, having fun, talking to each other. Now I'd say the best buddies are from north and south. One that could be from Wexford, one that could be from Boyne, and they're best mates, so it's good to mix with the rest of the counties.
Some boys that I wasn't so close with, they're really close now at the end of the week with lots of rest time. Yeah, it's a really enjoyable week now.
Obviously it's a new experience for all of us. We kind of struggled to set into our environment, but the staff here made it so easy for us. We kind of settled in, they let us focus on our stuff by taking care of our nutrition and stuff, so they really helped us get through.
Well, we both play for CONOR, so he's been playing for about 4 years now, I think. It's my first year this year, so happy out. We love rugby, we're a big rugby family, everybody in our house plays rugby. So we always come down every week to watch him play, and we're just extremely proud of him.
Every little detail counts, so even if there's nutrition, whether it's your fitness, whether it's stuff, just general downtime. But no, one of the most important things I'd say is that when you're off, make sure you're switched off completely and you have a life outside of rugby as well as on the rugby pitch as well.
You have to respect people, so you respect your parents, do what they say. Always cleaning up after yourself. Always waking up in the morning and getting your small jobs, like making your bed, tidying your room. That's the same as rugby, so you have to get started and get ready to go, get organised in the kick-off. And just helping out as much as you can and being a good example to the rest of your family.
No, I've learned a lot from the experience. It's been really beneficial, and I feel like my game's improved.